I think probably to explain Family Overland Expeditions better, I'd have to kick that over to Rodney, as it was kicking around the garage and coming up with concepts over a matter of time.
We've been friends for years. We have been.
Surprised he admitted that.
Yeah.
Like brothers, right?
Pretty much inseparable. And we were constantly, I know we had talked about this earlier, we were friends, and we both had Jeeps, and that was initially how we met. We met in a Jeep club, and initially hit it off. And the more events we went to, we realized that there are, and of course getting older too and growing up, there's great people in the Jeep clubs and stuff like that, but there's also other people out that don't have Jeeps that enjoy the same things, and they're family people. So we decided, we were sitting in the garage one day, and I said to Jeff, I said, I'd really like to do this, and I couldn't think of a better person to do it with than you. How would you like to start a group? And we need to come up with a name, but let's start a group that likes to camp and hike and be outdoors, and base it off of your vehicle, and be able to go out overland, live, self-sufficient in a vehicle, and bring your family with you. And that's initially how we started. And of course, once you give him a project, he just goes. So we were definitely
wow.
You were committed, huh?
So you were excited right away? You liked the idea right away?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's been, like Rodney said, over the years, the things that we've come up with together, or, I'd have to say piggyback off him. It's like my big brother. If he would go buy something, I had to follow up and buy the same thing. If he got a Jeep, I had to have a Jeep. It wasn't, the most recent vehicle I'm driving, funny enough, caught up with him. He had a maroon-colored 2007 Jeep Wrangler 4-door. And he's preaching about it again. I said, all right, let me go look at one. Bought a maroon color 4-door Jeep Wrangler, sent him the picture, and here it is. And people that know us, his wife, my wife, and just friends, they'll poke and say, he got a Toyota now. Why don't you get your Toyota? No, I'm gonna keep it. But it's a lot of fun. I mean, just if he brings something up to me, the ability, the camaraderie that we've got between the two of us, it's like brotherly love, and
That's
sit there
awesome.
and pick on each other about it, but to move forward with it. And he said it on the air, so it's recorded now. But I wouldn't have had anybody else that I'd rather jumped into something with than Rodney. I mean, somebody that's going to be right there with you. If you've got an idea, late nights, he's right there. Early morning, he's going to be right there beside you. And if you've got a problem, we're going to work right through it.
Friendship-wise, you guys are talking like, saying he's family. So, I mean, that's rare. That's great. Really is.
It is, and that was the main reason why we decided to start this, because these days so many people are sitting in front of an iPad or a laptop or their phones, and we wanted to be able to bring families back to the roots of things, to enjoy a lot of the things that are disappearing around here, parks and recreations, outdoors, hiking, camping, some things that kids, they might have an iPad or they might have, Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, but have they ever experienced catching a fish? Have they ever experienced waking up, and seeing the stars, in the middle of the night in a tent? All these things that we wanted to be able to provide for our families. So we wanted to find more people out there that were interested in the same things.
Want that?
Oh, they do. They really
want to
do.
be fishing. They want to be out and outside. I mean, they're only doing the iPads or iPhones and all that
just to kill time.
because they don't have opportunity to do anything else.
Right.
I mean,
Well, and it falls back on the parents.
Right.
Yep.
100% of the time, because a lot of times it's easier if they're out of sight, out of mind. Whereas, I'm thankful for my wife, who she'll grab the kids, and next thing you know, they're in the backyard.
I love it.
Earlier today, before we were on here, we were out doing a hike, the four of us. So it falls back on the parents to make these decisions, to start things like this, and get those kids out and get these families out and enjoying the things that God gave us, I mean, great, parks, recreations.
And it really doesn't take a whole lot. I mean, getting on that. I mean, sometimes, you might not have you don't need a bunch of money to go take a walk to the park and just watch the birds or, catch a fish that's skip rocks or whatever. I mean, it seems like maybe sometimes, we would feel better too. We might be tired, and it might be, like you said, easier to, throw the phone or the game, but once you push yourself, you just go outside. Hey, let's just take a walk. Look at rocks. I mean, my grandchildren were doing that with mom and dad, and they came across the turtle, and they were out there for I don't know how long, and they had the greatest time giggling, just laughing, and it's something they won't forget.
Right.
They talked about it all night. They're still talking about it. Let's go look for another turtle. And so to me, there's no toys or no machine or anything that can. It's cheaper actually, and it's better for you. And the kids want to do it. So.
Yeah, it's usually you find that you're limiting yourself.
Yes.
The kids are eager, they're anxious, they're excited. They got a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that we do, as parents, like Rodney and I followed suit, but we're both blessed and fortunate enough that our wives are able to stay home
Right.
with the kids, and that was a decision that both families had to make, but that next decision that you make is what matters for those kids.
Right, the next right
do you
decision.
stay at home? Do you just come in and you're working and you're exhausted, or do you take that extra effort and say, you know what? Let's plan this. Let's go do something. Let's find something. Let's get out there, because the kids are going to benefit from it. And then also, I mean, it's without even saying a word or reading to them, it's showing the energy and the effort that you can put into something and what the reward can be, what
Right.
you can go and experience.
Well, the kids will behave better because a lot of
Right.
times you're getting that frustration from a child, or they're not. They hear you say something and they're tuning out, or they're bouncing off the walls. And it's really not because they're being defiant. It's just they have all that energy. They don't know how to control that adrenaline, and so parents get frustrated when in reality they just need to have an out. They need to express or walk, run, and jump.
That's
So
right.
that kind of thing. So, that's. I mean, and you guys, you have 2 children. You were saying
Two
before
children.
we
I
started.
had 2 boys, a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old.
Okay, and you have a daughter,
Yeah,
right?
we do. We have a daughter that'll be 11 months at the end of this month, so it's clicking
Yeah.
along fast for
So I'm
both of us.
formulating the picture because I can see them in the
Yeah.
garage.
Oh, yeah.
They're family guys.
Right.
Right. And so do your wives, obviously your wives get along too, right? Is that like a match made in heaven too? Like you both have your wives?
Well, I don't know that you
girlfriends?
could ever be a match like the two of us.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
No,
tough to
we
say.
we are definitely yes.
I was going to say.
Yeah, there's no, you're not going to put 2 people together. I mean,
That's so funny.
we do butt heads every once in a while, but
That's when he disagrees with me. That's
yeah,
the only problem
that's
we have.
the only time. That's the only time.
It's so funny.
Yeah,
You
we're
can't be messing with a fire
but
now.
you
must have
I don't know if I'd want to,
You guys must have some great wives because they give you the space
Yeah, I'm thinking the
to
same
do
thing.
the creative things that you want to do.
Right, and a
Well, we
lot
probably
of
believe
times,
in it too.
right, and a lot of times, I'm like I said, my wife especially, our very first trip that we ever, in fact, we were dating for a week. Well, I hope it was a week. It was either a week or 2 weeks. So when I get home, she'll probably grab me because
Yeah.
she's probably watching. But
yeah.
it was a camping trip
Uh-huh.
with 2 of her friends. So we went on a camping trip, and it was cold, and I was thinking she is going to hate me because it was chilly outside, and
That's the ideal
it
environment.
really
Yeah.
is. And
Yeah.
you know what though? It started, and it was every month we were gone on a trip
Yeah.
somewhere. So when the boys came along, our first boy, we kind of had to, you put the wraps on the camping for a little while, and that led into our second son. And after the second one, then we ended up really just going forth, and my wife and I had a discussion, and she said we need to get back to doing what we were doing. And we loaded the boys up, and we went to Asheville, North Carolina for an event that they have there. And
Wow.
Now, what was that called?
Fabulous.
that is Overland Expo East.
All
They
right.
have they host one in Arizona, and then they host one in Asheville, North Carolina. And that's every year in October in North Carolina.
All right.
Well, this year it's changed.
So how old is your organization now?
Yeah, no, that was just last year, June of last year when, I mean,
right.
when did it start? That was when
Yeah.
you were talking about it so many times in the garage, but
Yeah.
finally we said, that's it, let's move forward. Or what Rodney will tell you is he gave me a task and I just ran, so.
Yeah, before I knew it, we had
You
a
got- you
website.
got shirts, websites.
Yeah,
Wow.
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you name it, we're on there. YouTube channel, and unfortunately, like I said, we're trying to get our kids away from the phones, but yet we're reaching out to people on social
Well, you
media.
need, yeah, you
So
need the social
you
media.
have to have a.
You
These
do.
days, you have to be able to reach people by that.
I know.
Right. Yeah, carrier pigeon just isn't getting it
Not anymore,
No.
not anymore.
No, I know.
It's sure like, oh, social media, but then we need it too.
Yeah.
So for those. Do we need to take a break, Frank? How we doing?
We're okay. We got like 3 minutes.
Oh, we got like 3 minutes. Okay.
maybe 2.
All right.
All right.
So when you were saying the event that you were at, just kind of tell me what that's like and what was happening at that event and
You're
what's going on at those
if you were to
events?
take our two families and take our loves and passions and hobbies and put them into a large event area full of thousands of people that like to do camping and overlanding, where it's traveling overland and staying here, staying there, experiencing things. It is a large group of those people at the Biltmore Estate in Asheville, and it's set up over 4 days, and that is what you do. You camp, you live out of the back of your vehicle and your tent, and you have your food, you make your food every day, but you're around the same
those
people that
families.
enjoy doing those same things, and a lot of the vendors that make the materials and the items that we use on those trips and parts for vehicles, they're also there. So now you get to meet those guys that are making those items that you're using, and you get to meet their families.
Plus, you give them some ideas how to tweak their product.
Right.
Yeah, I was
Right,
gonna
right,
say, yeah, and you
exactly.
must meet some very interesting people, and
Dude.
then they're telling you where they went and the trips they've been
Oh,
on.
that's true. Yeah.
Right?
We've met several great people, a couple from California and a couple from North Carolina, who we're still very good friends with, and we call them. We need something. Working on some project for my vehicle right now. I called our friend Matt in North Carolina, and boom, Christmas present shows up.
Wow.
Here's your stuff that I made specifically for you.
Wow.
So this event was packed full of those people, and it's
Fabulous.
you learn. They have classes, so you have classes for 3 days, and you learn about first aid, wilderness first aid. You'll learn about how to recover a vehicle. You learn the proper equipment to bring while you're going on these trips. There's even cooking classes there, and they have a specific section for children too, which my wife was able to take while I was doing the classes. She was able to go and do these also.
Yeah, because I was going to say they must have a lot of children, and then you guys are all trying to accomplish the same thing. You have the moms, and so I guess we're going to take a little break because Frank's giving me that signal. Right?
Yeah.
I knew we were
I know.
close. I was trying to nail
Yeah.
like close, so
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
a little off. So this is Laurie with VIP America, and we'll be back with our guests, Jeff and Rodney, in just a few moments. And my number is 772-220-6005.
We'll be right back.